Warning, this video is not like any other videos I put up here, and is definitely not safe for work unless you have some really good headphones. I don't recommend it being watched by anybody who does not enjoy the slight risque and stuff. Please turn back now if you don't want to watch this. I'm telling you right now, it's pretty intense. Thank you. We ready?
Yep.
Alright.
Actually, can I go pee?
What? Yeah, go pee.
My girly bladder was like, wait, I have to do this.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Summoner Blue, and we're here today playing some more Trials in Tainted Space. Totally what I was gonna say instead of tits, guys. Don't worry about it. And, well,
Rizzle.
Huh?
I mean, you're not wrong. It's what it's called. It's also called tits.
Yeah, it's tits, man. You're gonna be playing with some tits.
Hey guys, we're playing more boobs.
And we're here today. Last time we were in the middle of creating our character, Turn Up and Steal My Keys, and it's me, Summoner Blue, as well as Cleric Pink, Jester Green, and Snoring Warrior Red. So we're gonna continue with this. If you hear any snoring, it's Warrior Red over there. Just. God, that guy. Alright, so, sometime later, as you turn up and grow up, you've been gently encouraged to take up more mental pursuits, taking it like a duck to water. You spend most of your time reading or expanding your thinking. Your test scores...
That's racist to ducks.
Or duck people. Your test scores are the envy of your academy. Still, the one thing a parent can never choose is exactly what type of person their children will be. When your friends talk about you, what word do they use to describe your personality? This choice will affect how your character reacts to challenges and situations you find yourself in. Ultimately, the choice still remains with you, the player, but the way Turn Up and goes through those choices may vary with personality. Are we a kind person? Are we a mischievous person? I actually noticed I was looking at OBS right there instead of looking at the actual thing.
I kind of figured you were.
Are we a kind person? We react to things in a kind manner, favoring compassion. Are we mischievous? You are a light-hearted sort, neither too kind nor too hard. Or are we hard? Let's face it, you're a lot of an ass. Not that you care. Should we be kind or mischievous?
I say mischievous.
Mischievous sounds like the funnest. Mischievous.
Yep.
We can be mischievous.
Yep.
Oh look, we got shields and HP and energy and shit.
Holy crap, we got stats.
Dude, look,
yeah.
we have max of 5.
Are we playing Halo?
It just came up like...
Yo, we're gonna go break the rings and marry Cortana.
We have some pretty good reflexes and aim, guys. We should be like
I take you to Bing.
You let out a loud sigh. Now that you've finished with your schooling, your whole life is ahead of you. Memories of your dad pushing you forward spring to mind. After all, you've got a whole megacorp to take over one day. Still, before you take over the reins, it seems he wants you to take up a profession. He's got some suggestions, your dad always does, and they're pretty odd ones at that. You stare at the list. Smuggler, mercenary, tech specialist. As intriguing as these choices are they really okay job prospects for a future CEO?
Tech specialist might be.
You forget that your dad...
Two.
You forget that your dad started out as a key stealer, then became head of the company, and then became a dog fucker.
So we could be a smuggler, or a mercenary, or a tech specialist. Honestly, tech specialist probably seems the best since we have 5 intelligence.
Oh yeah, we do have 5 intelligence.
Yeah, we're a little bit better in the intelligence area.
So you guys want to do that? I mean, I'm pretty sure
it's so weird because basically whatever we pick, we tend to pick the opposite of. We're just rounding ourselves out regardless.
So should we go for tech?
Yeah, might as well.
Tech specialist. As a tech specialist, your abilities rely heavily on your intelligence and aim. You'd learn to work with all kinds of technologies, perhaps even make your own robotic defense turrets. Your intellect would be your greatest weapon, though you wouldn't shy away from tweaking your own high-tech ranged weaponry. The life of a tech specialist is one of profit through smart decisions and superior technology. Is this the career you like to pursue? You guys want to look at the other ones, or just want to go with this one?
Let's
We
go
can
with
look
this
at the
one.
other ones, but I think... Okay.
Just go with this one?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Doing it. Would you like to play through the story and tutorial or skip to gameplay?
Tutorial to gameplay.
Let's do the tutorial, because the tutorial is still as the background of the mission. This is like if you want to
Yeah,
skip
because
the
it
beginning.
says story.
Yeah.
So if we dodge this, then we're dodge. Well,
This'll put us right at the right in the action.
yeah.
Skip the tutorial fight.
Let's go to the tutorial.
Tutorial. This gives us more about, Victor Steele McKees and stuff like that, so. Your dad's health has been declining throughout your years of education, but you're never really worried too much about it. He was super rich, able to afford his own private doctors, so the thought of one day that he could disappear never entered your mind. When you started your career, he was there to see you off, smiling gregariously? That's a word? But your job made it difficult to stay in touch. Most communications were done via written messages, until even those became scarce. You had assumed it to be a consequence of your different schedules and busy work lives. Then, the news of his death arrived in a brief missive containing an invitation to a funeral as well as a travel voucher to get you there. You quit your job on the spot. The way Dad talked, you're sure he would have wanted you to take over the family business. What could have killed him? He always seemed so big and imposing. Even when his back was bent by age, he still had a vital energy about him. Seeming as busy as a man a tenth of his age. You don't know why an anti-agathic treatment stopped working on him. Worse, he aged far more rapidly than he should have, losing his youth in a short decade. You shake your head and chase away the unwelcome thoughts and focus on packing. The trip is boring, leaving you with nothing else to think about except life without your father and the uncertain future ahead. Hopefully the old man was lucky enough to go out in a dignified way. Your transport pulls up to Tavros Station, where the service is being held. Adjusting your finest clothes, you walk through the airlock and up some old-fashioned steps toward the theater Dad's money bought him, trying to keep your eyes clear as you breeze past a surprisingly low amount of paparazzi. They must have gotten decent security this time. You push open the doors and stay inside. Guys, our dad's dead.
Dad?
Dad?
Oh no.
Dad?
Oh no, I think I can still hear him breathing and wheezing in the background of your microphone.
So, Warrior Red is now Victor Steele.
McKees.
Victor Steele McKees. The funeral is a closed casket with no viewing, which is expected given the shape Dad was in last time you saw him. His body was riddled with the lines of age and marked with liver spots and precancerous lumps, and he didn't want to be remembered that way. Thankfully, the ceremony is swift and fairly small. There's only family and friends there, though you wager a large amount of the family are distant relations hoping to catch in some of the inheritance. Much of the wake passes in a daze, with you swarmed by distant relations and well-wishers, forced to shake hands and share hugs with people you don't know while they're offered to barely felt useless platitudes that do nothing to assuage your loss. Assuage? I don't know. Assuage. You're on your way over to your father's real friends, people you've actually seen around his mansion growing up, when his lawyer intercepts you and pushes you aside. Or pulls you aside. He wants to be a lawyer.
You haven't done a voice yet. That's Squeaky. Do you want to do a voice?
No, I'm not a lawyery person.
I mean, I'm doing all the reading, so I'm doing a voice. You do it, Tristan.
I should be a pirate.
Do it, dude. Pirate lawyer.
Come, we must talk. Die.
Okay, never mind. I'll do it.
This is how Tristan makes it so he doesn't play what he doesn't want to do.
You follow the lawyer's brisk stride with a bit of difficulty. He's a Samarin, long-limbed, yellow-skinned, and not overly inclined to slow his walk for your comfort. He also talks the entire
He's not a samurai,
way.
he's a lawyer.
Your father was a bit of an unconventional. He's lucky my firm had such wonderful dealings with him over the years, or I would not have been willing to undertake such a complicated executorship. You shrug, figuring your dad had a lot of wealth to distribute. The lawyer's quills bristle at your non-committal response, but he carries on. Regardless of the headache my best client's death has caused me, I'm pleased to officiate this bit of business. Victor spoke rather highly of you, and he didn't say that to just about anyone, I assure you. The lawyer turns to regard you with a smile as he waits for you to catch up, clapping you on the back when you're in reach. My name is Maki. We've never been formally introduced, have we? He extends a coarse, dry hand and you shake it. Commenting that he already has your name, he continues, to be brief, your dad rented most of the hangars in the station for you. He also had a state-of-the-art Xeno-compatible daycare facility built here to house any future offspring you create. I have to give him credit. He planned ahead. Construction has been going on here for the past 4 years at his behest. Grinning at your surprise, the tawny-skinned alien opens a door to the side and steps inside, still talking. Victor knew he'd be dying around this time since before your birth. I suppose he didn't want the knowledge weighing over you. Medical science is amazing, but your father underwent so many mutations in his life that he was barely considered human by the time he finished carving out his fortune. Sure, he looked fine when it came home, but he only managed that by taking on the most human-esque mutations from the various races he encountered. I shudder to imagine how long that took him, or how expensive it was to purchase specific splices. Well, that explains the melancholy tone some of his missives took whenever you had him making plans to visit him in the future. A plain metal chair creaks as the lawyer takes a seat behind a similarly austere desk, smoothing his quills into a semblance of slicked black hair. He opens a drawer and drops 2 items on the table, a simple injector and a rectangular leather-wrapped object. The injector is filled with a silvery, viscous liquid? Viscous?
Just viscous.
The other object was a leather-wrapped one side of it, leaving polished metal sides exposed. Take them. They're yours. Both custom work. Both very powerful pieces of technology. You have a really weird vocal tick, buddy.
You know, it's, the way I'm imagining it is that this thing talks in whatever Tristan's doing, and you're a translation.
It's just, that's the way he talks. He just talks. Yes, I would love tea. You heft the tablet, wondering how it could be that expensive, even with earth leather binding the quality materials used in this construction. Once you pull back the cover, you expose a high-resolution tablet running a custom operating system. Okay, who wants to be Codex here?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We have Cortana.
Squeaky.
This really is Halo.
Be Codex.
Hold on, because I think someone might be wanting to barge in my room right now. I think. Actually, maybe, no. Hold on. Okay, I'm thinking.
We'll just cut this for a sec.
Yeah, please cut that. Because I wasn't sure if anyone's going to pop. I thought someone's going to pop in my room. Okay, let me give like 2 pauses. Okay, yeah, I'll do this.
You will never know, audience.
Continue.
You don't get to choose.
Greetings, Turnupin. I am the Codex. You may address me as Codex. I am a simple virtual intelligence, or VI in common parlance, programmed to assist you in cataloging new life, resources, and technologies. I am equipped with long-range
I think it's broken.
I am equipped with long-range extranet transmitters and receivers, allowing for communication and data access in most locations. There is a short-range life sensor embedded in me that allows me to warn you of impending danger. Upon detecting a new species, I will collate all extranet available data on the species for you to pursue within a minute or 2. Per use, I meant. I have haptic feedback on my screen and do accept voice commands, Mistress
Tenepin?
I seriously think it's broken. Can I get a new one?
Firefox is crashed.
You fold the sophisticated computer cover closed and find that its supply case comes complete with a connector that allows it to be easily hung from a belt. Snapping it on, you look closer at the injector and ask...
It's the supple case, not the supply case.
I don't fucking know. But I'm not a dog girl either, so...
So, what's in this then?
The lawyer steeples his fingers and says, "Microsurgeon immune boosters, top of the line. Your dad will tell you more." He gestures toward a he gestures toward a second door set into the wall beside you. "Go on through." You take the injector and open the door, unsure of just how much weirder this can get.
Oh, it can.
Oh.
Don't test me.
The next room is empty, save for a comfy-looking leather recliner. You actually recognize it as one of your father's favorites. The fucking... I'm gonna kill him!
Dad, can you please die? You're supposed to be dead, Dad.
Timing is so perfect, though.
You actually recognize it as one of your father's favorites. The armrests are only a little more worn than you remember. A hollow projector protrudes from the ceiling, aimed at the empty space in front of the chair. With nothing else to do, you seat yourself. The projector kicks on and your dad's face appears. "Hey there, fucking..."
I was waiting for you to just move the mic over to his mouth. And just let them read it.
Hey there, princess. If you're fucking... Okay!
It's okay. Just keep going.
I can do it. I can do this.
Just keep going. We'll pretend it's
pirate
static.
in one ear, I have snoring in the other, and a broken AI in my brain. Let's just do it. Hey there, princess. If you're seeing this, then my wrinkled old ass has finally kicked the bucket. I hope you weren't too torn up over it. I've lived quite a full life, longer than most people are lucky enough to have. Do me a favor and knock back a whiskey for me after this. The phantom image of your father says, a hand cliffs in front of his face as he rubs his aged silver goatee. He has a fucking goatee!
Of course.
He's
part of the fucking Maquis heritage.
Unfortunately, while I am seeing that your mother is taken care of... Old Yeller style, I'm guessing.
Fucking goddamn it, Dad.
I'm not just handing the company over to you. Not yet, anyway. You glance down at the codex and the vial in your hand. What did the old coop have planned for you? I know you've probably been too busy to keep up on the news with the work I pushed you into, but the 14th planet rush is going to be starting about now. A note appears over the recording, indicating that the planet rush started almost 2 months ago. And that most gates have only started going online the past few weeks. I have to make sure you've grown into a woman worthy of running the business. Turn up in. So I'm putting you through what I went through, after a fashion. If you want to take over the company, you're going on the planet rush. Huh. Well, you suppose the careers he pushed you toward make a bit more sense in light of that. Your father made his fortune during the 13th planet rush, and he obviously intends for you to prove your mettle in the same way. Maki should have given you the codex and immune boosters by now. I'm sure the VI inside it has already explained what it can do for you. But to summarize, it's going to be your best friend. You can use it to stake claims on untapped minerals and resources, and the boys back home will run through the legal system. We'll deliver you a stipend each usable discovery.
Yeah, that's definitely you coughing.
What?
While you were doing that flub, I read Victor coughs repeatedly, so you're like...
Victor
coughs. I did dub because it's like, you see that AI, it's gonna be your best friend.
Victor coughs.
So was your lawyer.
Victor coughs repeatedly, holding a rag in front of himself that darkens with what you assume to be flecks of blood in the monochromatic recording. You think he could have sprung for a color hologram. His coughs clear up and he continues. Sorry, health isn't what it used to be. He laughs after that, realizing that for you, he's dead. Anyhow, the immune boosters. These micro-scale bots will reproduce in your body and safeguard it from some of the worst the universe can throw at you. They aren't perfect, and more benign infections may slip through, but they'll keep you from catching rot lung from a Trinarian. Word of caution, they'll help you digest things that would normally be impossible for a human, but they'll splice you to do it. You eat the wrong native foods and you'll wind up looking like a native. You might even start to feel like one mentally. I'm told it's like a forced convergent evolution. So that's where the corruption of champions element comes in. We eat a freaking knotted fruit and we're even more of a dog.
Oh.
This world is corruption of champions. It is thousands of years in the future.
In space!
You turn
With
the
a pirate lawyer.
You turn the microsurge and immune boosters over in your hand, debating whether to use them. This recording is set up to repeat until you do it, Tunuppin. Sighing, you press the injector port inside your arm. This recording is set up to It's fine, Dad! The injector hisses as it pricks your skin, pouring its payload into your veins. There is a bit of burning pain, but nothing as bad as the time you shocked yourself with an arc spanner. You grow a little flushed for a moment, and the tiny machine settles into you. It passes swiftly. All things considered, you feel the same. Atta girl, I had something like that made for me after a particularly rough infection, though it wound up mutating me from exotic species sexual fluids as well. The fucking horn dog until the end, of course. The recording smiles. Fucking horn dog fucker. The recording smiles wistfully for a moment before resuming. I suppose that might have contributed to my demise, but damn, it was worth it. You'll see for yourself once you get out there. Sure, whatever. I've arranged to have a few dozen probes sent to the gates once they open. Each one is a military grade, hardened and keyed to only open for one of our family, so don't lose too much of yourself. They all have clues pointing towards the other probes secreted inside of them, except for one. One has my personal encrypted key. With that, you can open my deposit box in the bank I own in the station and take control of my money. It even projected through the soulless holoprojector. Your dad's spirit shines through in his tear-misted eyes. I'm sure you can make it out there. Aw, I'm sure you'll make me proud out there, he says. The projection of your father tilts his head, gesturing towards the door behind it. Through the door behind, you'll find a hangar with a ship I started my journey on. Repaired to usable condition and outfitted with standard, modernized technology. It's a good starting point, but you should see if you can make a jump to something better, particularly if you pick up the number of crewmates I had. That little junker can only hold a few people. You rise to progress, but Dad keeps talking. One more thing. There's a Galoshian in the next room, right next to the ship's key. If you want to do this, you gotta subdue her. Galoshians are voracious protein hunters, but they're not truly dangerous. She's still a tough little foe, though. I've set up some recordings to assist you in learning how to handle creatures like this during your adventures. Dad winks. Good luck!
Thanks, Dad.
Should we go to the Galoshian, guys?
I guess.
Let's go.
Or should we hold it off for the next episode?
Well, I still can't save,
yeah.
I don't think, so... Check. Yeah, I still can't save.
God damn it.
I mean...
I...
Well then. We can do probably one more recording.
I hate this game. Hey guys, Future Blue here. I just wanted to say that we're ending things off here. This was a really long recording session. There's going to be another episode soon, don't worry. I'm actually recording again tonight, so we're going to have even more episodes, so we're going to keep trying our best to make sure this comes out in a timely manner. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put them in the comments below. Let us know how we're doing, and as Cleric Pink would say... No, you know what? I'm not falling down to that level. I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe, even though I just said it out loud, and you can do whatever you want. Anyway, until next time, guys, later days.